Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessie. I do bookish lifestyle and planning content here on YouTube, and today I have a planning, well, it's a goals video. So I have my planner for content here and I have written down some goals. I've really scaled back the categories and such to really reflect the goals that I want to finish. So we have work slash as an author in YouTube. I do want to continue the every other week which hasn't really been happening for the last few months. I was really on top of it, planned content. My little family, we went through some things, so that really put a wrench on my writing and editing as well as posting on YouTube, and it was really hard for quite a few weeks mentally, and so everything just kind of took a back burner except really focusing on myself, my mental health, my husband and my son. So we have really scaled back a lot of extra things and have really focused on just our little family. So getting back into the swing of things for Q4. I started Publish and Thrive in Q3, and again a lot of things just were pushed to the back burner. So Q4 I would like to finish Publish and Thrive, and Crossed by Chains, the novel that I am writing, also again got put to the back burner. So I would really like to do my 4th round of edits and then start in the grammar and sentence structure type of editing, and then it'll be done and I can send it off to an editor, but I'd like to get it as done as possible for myself. Yeah, Publish and Thrive. I originally wanted to publish Crossed by Chains in August. I had a date set and everything. That obviously did not happen, but I really love this story and I think that a lot of other people will love it too. So I get so excited writing it and editing it and being in the world and planning the next few books in the series, and I've been doing a lot of thinking, and that's why I decided to do Publish and Thrive, which is a course about self-publishing. I'm really excited. I've been learning so much through that course. I completely revamped my website and have done a lot of things. I had a new inspiration for a new novel that I've only plotted, I haven't written, but it started off as like a one-shot, which is like a scene, and the whole story just like came out. So I've plotted that book, but I am not going to start it until this one is done. I've also plotted and started writing the 2nd book within the Dark Phoenix MC. So even though I haven't physically been writing, I've been really escaping at night and while my son is napping into the worlds, and have been plotting a lot. And plotting is easy for me to think through things and do things because I don't physically have to sit down and write and get into the groove. Like, things just come to me and I write them down. And so that part of the job as an author has been the easiest part for me, honestly. I'm more of a puzzler, so I'm a pantser and a planner, so I like to have an outline of like the big major things, and then I just fill in the like piece by piece. So that's been really great. So yeah, I really want to finish Crossed by Chains, long story short, as well as finish Publish and Thrive so I can publish Crossed by Chains on my own. Because I was dabbling for quite a while of going traditional or staying indie, and when I published A Wolf Queen's Deception, it was just a pipe dream, just something I did, and you know, I wanted to publish a book so I did it without any real deep dive knowledge that I know now and am continuing to learn. And I did some research, and I took like 3 months of research and diving in, but there's just so many little pieces that go into self-publishing and writing and editing on your own that I just simply, I didn't know what I didn't know. So having my eyes opened and really following and looking at other people's careers and what they're doing and their take, and Sarah says this in Publish and Thrive, and it's like you could get 100 authors in a room or tech savvy or, you know, tech moguls or whatever, and every single person's path to success will look different. So just really what she says, stacking the odds in your favor, and you can get to pick and choose what you want to try and what will work for you. And anyways, there's a lot to go into, so I'm just really excited to continue this journey as an author and share this story and this world with people of the world and the internet, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. So more updates on that as I go, but I am super excited for Preptober and the Rough Draft Challenge that Sarah hosts in November. So I'm so excited. Next is life, and I have 3 categories. I have family, and mostly that's meal planning and walking every night. This is something we've been really trying to do, especially when it's not raining or I don't have ball that night. And now that ball is dwindling down, my second league ends at the end of September, and so we are really loving that family time after dinner, before bed, where we take our son and our dog for a walk, and it's just time that we get to talk and connect, and we leave our phones at home, and it's just really great. So continuing to do that and meal planning. I hate just like on the fly meals, because then I don't cook, and then my husband gets home and we're like, what are we gonna have for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know, what do you want for dinner? Whereas we can just sit down on a Sunday and plan the whole week. So we're gonna get back into that. Next is home. That is finishing up this office in our 2 bedrooms is our goal for Q4, as well as just the winter time, because we're not gonna be doing anything outside. So we really want to get these rooms completely finished. So that's trim, baseboards, window trim, getting the doors finished, finding the handle hardware for the French doors of this room, getting my son's activity wall finished, and putting up his busy board, and all of the home renovations, finishing these 3 rooms. And last is just myself in life. And that is just really, I don't want my habits to just be habits. I want my habits to grow into everyday life, that I don't have to think about and track them as habits. They're just, you just do them. Whereas a habit to me is something you need to actively remember and check off a list, because if I don't have a list for it, I'm not gonna do it. And if I don't write it down, I'm not gonna remember. And that's just who I am. So like taking my vitamins, drinking enough water. I used to be so good at drinking enough water, and I don't know how it happened, but I just kind of have dwindled off. I still drink water throughout the day, but it's not as much as I used to. So, and I would like to journal more. Exercising is what it is. That's gonna happen in the walks that I do and the physio stretches, and you know, I've been doing ball twice a week, so that's gonna dwindle down now that we're going into the end, like kind of in the second half of September. So really making up for that in some other way, like doing yoga, starting maybe some really light body weight movements and things like that. So I'm really excited for that. So those are my Q4 plans. Nothing super crazy, nothing like, well, obviously I think the whole author thing is life-changing, but nothing super crazy, just really putting the puzzle pieces together and, you know, slowly building that bigger picture is really what I want to focus on. My son is getting older and he's learning so much, and he's continuing to grow as his own little person, and just putting most of my focus in that has been my #1 priority and always will be. But you know, having those conversations with my husband about, okay, well, you're gonna put him to bed, I'm gonna do some work for 2 hours, so if he wakes up, you've got him. And that's something that we were doing for the Rough Draft Challenge in April, that round, and it worked really, really well, and I got so much done. So doing that again for October, for Preptober, as well as November, I think will be a very, very great tool for me. And he knows at the same time, every single day, Jesse's doing this, I've got baby if I need to, but it's also putting him to bed and hopefully not him waking up, so he has time to relax by himself too, because he works so hard and you know, he deserves him some me time as well. So it's a little bit of a ranty video, but a short one at the same time. I really want to just get back to scheduling things, and again, if I plan them out as much as possible, I get them done, and that's just not something that my mental health has been in the space for. So really getting that back going into these months. Thank you so much to every single one of you. I very much appreciate you guys watching my channel and slowly growing. Just excited for Q4. I know that I've talked to a lot of people who have kind of been in a slump almost for Q2 and Q3, really amping up for Q4. People are really excited, and I am definitely one of those people. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content from me. The next one I believe will be a reading journal video. We have 3 months, 2 that we have gone through, and September to plan. So I am super excited. It's been filmed, I just have to edit it, and those ones take me a little bit longer than a short chatty video. So again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!